Hi everybody, it's the Christian Kid. I'm going to be doing day 17 of the book How to Relate to Impossible People. And today's Bible study is called Love the Unloveable, or Love Your Enemies. And it's based on Luke chapter 6 verses 27 to 38. So we'll read them, we'll go through the questions, and we'll finish it off. There is a little making it personal thing. I didn't get to the last one, but I'll see if I can get to this one. So I'll read this, and we can go from there. So Luke chapter 6, verses 27 to 38 reads, "But to you who are willing to listen, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who hurt you. If someone slaps you on the cheek, offer the other cheek also. If someone demands your coat, offer your shirt also. Give to anyone who asks, and when things are taken away from you, don't try to get them back. Do to others as you would like them to do to you." If you love only those who love you, why should you get credit for that? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good only to those who do good to you, why should you get credit? Even sinners do that much. And if you lend money to only those who can repay you, why should you get credit? Even sinners will lend to other sinners for a full return. Love your enemies, do good to them, lend to them without expecting to be repaid, and your reward from heaven will be very great, and you will truly be acting as children of the Most High, for He is kind to those who are thankful. For He is kind to those who are unthankful and wicked. You must be compassionate, just as your Father is compassionate. Do not judge others, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn others, or it will all come back against you. Forgive others, and you will be forgiven. Give, and you will receive. Your gift will return to you in full, pressed down, shaken together to make room for more, running over and poured into your lap. The amount you give will determine the amount you get back." So that was our reading. So we will pray right now, and it says, pray for God's power to love others His way. And this is really hard for a lot of people, because a lot of people hurt other people, and people hang on to those hurts, and people do things that that just really leave a real bitter taste in other people's mouths. And we don't want to do things that Christ tells us to do, like forgive and that kind of stuff. So it's hard to love others, and to do everything in the Bible that Christ says. That can be tough for a lot of people, pretty much everybody. So we need to pray that we can love others the way that Christ would love others. So let's pray. So God, we come to you, and we ask that you can give us the power to love others the way that you would love others, and that we can dismiss some things and forgive just the way you would forgive and dismiss things. I pray that you would be with us and you would guide us. In your name, amen. So the first question says, list the commands Jesus gives. So most of them are in the beginning, but there is a few in the end too, which I'll mention. So the first one is love your enemies. And then it's do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who hurt you. And then there is do not judge others. Do not condemn others. Forgive others. Give, and you will receive. So, there's a bunch of stuff in there that we were told as Christians and just people in general that we were supposed to do, and a lot of those things it's very hard. Like, who's gonna love their enemies? Not very many people. That's why wars break out nowadays. Wars break out because people hate each other. Countries hate each other. There's no such thing as peace anymore. It's all hatred. So for people to love their enemies, that's a very big, serious, and very hard thing for us to do. So do good to those who hate you. Again, how are you? Take bullying. Like, even in schools. Like, it's really hard nowadays. Like, there's kids who absolutely dread going to school because there's other kids out there who bully them so bad, and they just feel like they don't have anybody. They don't have anybody in the world who will like stand up for them or help them, and they just feel like they're all alone. And how easy is it for those kids who feel that way to do good to those bullies who really hate them? It's not easy for them to do that at all. It's not. I mean, they just get bullied some more. It's very hard for them to do that. Bless those who curse you. This is all on the same general area. People, curse people. They do things. They say things that can really scar people. And how can someone bless somebody when they've hurt them so bad? And it's very difficult for people to do that. I mean, we as humans have this like revenge kind of attitude, and us as Christians, we have to learn to pray to God and ask Him to help us with those things. And the last one that we have here is pray for those who hurt you. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough because when people hurt you, you probably don't want anything to do with them, and you probably don't want to help them. Helping them is probably the last thing on your list when people hurt you. So, praying for somebody that has just hurt you is probably going to be a little tough. But you can do it, because God will be right there with you. God will be right there with you, and with Him, all things are possible. And then the last little bit of this, it has, don't judge others. That's really hard. That's really hard for people to do. People every day, I mean, look at these, what do you think, those, ads and stuff. I mean, it's saying that girls are not, they're not cool, if they're not size 0 and everything, they're just not good looking, they're not worth it. And meanwhile, God says something totally different. God says you are beautiful. And yet people, there's I think it's Alanis Morissette that sings it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, that taxi driver has a PhD, and that classmate just lost her mother and stuff. Like, you don't know what people are going through. So, like, don't judge people because, it's hard. And, just because somebody's quiet or sad or something doesn't mean that, they're weird. They could be going through something that's really hard and difficult. So, why follow these instructions? It says it right here, in verses 37 to 38. Do not judge others, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn others, or it will come back against you. Forgive others, and you will be forgiven. Give, and you will receive. Your gift will return to you in full, pressed down, shaken together to make room for more, running over and poured into your lap. The amount you give will return the amount you get back. That just explains it all. To me, anyway. So how does this passage affect you? Well, for me, it just makes me want to think about what I'm doing more. It makes me want to think about, how I treat others, and how I look at others, how I look at life, and how I look at things around me. How I present myself to not only myself but to others as well. So, try to live more like Christ wants us to do. So, it makes me want to think about things more thoroughly, the way that Christ would want me to. Before I make an assessment or a judgment or something like that. And think about it. Pray about things to Him, and start to really build that relationship and that foundation with Him, even more than what I already have. So, yeah, that's what it means to me. Now, that question, how does that passage affect you? Only you can answer that one. So, that's for you to answer. The need today is to ask Christ to help you preserve and obey His commands. That's not always easy. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a rocky road, but nobody said that following Christ is ever going to be easy. It's going to be tough. And, there's going to be those bumps in the road, and, not everything, like I said in the last one, is going to be peaches and cream and, rainbows and butterflies, stuff like that. That's going to have your tough times. You're going to have your challenging moments. You're going to have your bumps in the road, or whatever you want to call it. But you're always going to know that Christ is always going to be there for you. He's never going to leave you, and He's always going to be there to hold you up, because that's just who He is. It's because He loves you, and He loves me, and He loves everything about us. Why do you think He takes so much time to just, pay so much attention to the little things in us? Things that make us different, like eye colors, hair colors, stuff like that. Things that we like. Each of us like different foods. There's not one of us that likes the exact same thing as another person. None of us like it. And God created us all different because He loves us all, and He loves just how much we are, like just everything. He doesn't like the sin, which we all do, including me, but He loves us. We're all His children. We are all His children, and there's nothing that can ever stop that. So, I'm going to leave that with you to think about, kind of stew over for today. So, I gotta get ready for going out. Godrich. So, I hope that you have a really good night, and I hope that you have a blessed night, and I hope that you come back, and that you will enjoy another Bible study with me later, and I hope that I'll see you. I don't know what else to say. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.